So it's Ant here from Planet Mosh once more, and I'm with Mr. Maebe. Could you introduce yourself, please?
I certainly can. Hi, I'm Mike from Maebe.
And what do? You play guitar, don't you, in Maebe?
I do.
And it was a homemade project originally, wasn't it?
It did start out that way. I was the only person working on Maebe for a couple of years, the first two albums as well, but our new album, Brain Pain, features the whole band, which is very exciting indeed to have some collaborative people and to not just be sitting there on my own in front of a computer tearing my hair out.
Yes, and I can working on computers all day, I know exactly how that can be. So I first saw you when you were opening for Last of Eden, LOE at Hebden Bridge, and I'm sure, was that the same band that you had then as you've got now?
We did go through a phase where it's always been the same lineup, but we often had four people. Maybe one guitarist was in and one guitarist was out, but as of the last couple of years, it's always been the five-piece. So it's always three guitars. It's always the wall of sound now.
Right. No, I know it's great, and that's what I was thinking when I saw you last. There were five people. I'm like, I'm sure there were less people in last time I saw them.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, there was this weird phase where there were like, health problems and like work commitments and stuff where people just weren't available. Also, that Hebden Bridge gig was nightmarish because it was that crazy storm that day. We very nearly didn't make it.
Yeah.
I think we were delayed by about 2 hours. We got there literally as we were due on stage, pretty much.
Wow, I don't recall that, but yeah. Well,
Trust me, I do.
I'm glad you made it because I bought a CD that night as well.
You did. Thank you ever so much.
No worries. So where do you get your inspiration from for all of this? I mean, you're a hell of a guitar player as well.
That's very kind of you to say. I think, I don't know, I've drawn from a lot of different areas of rock music and instrumental rock music in particular. Like, I don't think there's a lot of stuff that kind of pulls together math rock and post-rock and progressive and tech metal, and I love all of those genres, and I just wanted to throw it all together in one big melting pot. And also really foregrounding melody was so important to me, and I think that's kind of our hallmark. Like there are real hooks in the songs, kind of like a vocal hook but with guitar. So that's what really inspires me. It's finding that next big riff that makes you want to, and it's got beat, and it just makes you want to move and bounce, and the top line that just stays in your head, and you're going home from the gig and you can't get it out of your head, and all that stuff. Like, I want to make memorable music.
Excellent. Now, are you still the primary writer in the band?
I am guilty.
And how much input do the other members of the band have?
Oh, interesting question. They might give you a different answer, but they're all off enjoying bands. So I'm primarily still bringing the ideas. Like, my phone is full of voice notes, like germs of ideas, and I'll sift through them and find stuff that works. There were a few tracks on this album where I'd kind of bring ideas to the rehearsal room and we'd work them up there. Like Aurora Boreas was like changed quite radically when I brought that one in. I'd written the kind of whole song, but it evolved. But there were a couple of co-writes on the record as well. Godwit was, which we opened with at Radar today. That was a co-write with Nick, the drummer. He sent me a recording of that beat, and it just instantly, just like, he fell. He was very, very forceful in his opinion that we needed a faster, more upbeat song near the end of the album. So that was the last one to come together, and it's one of my favorites. I think it's one of the most memorable, like, breathless songs we've kind of done so far. So that was a really fun one to do. And then there's another track called Ephemeral, which was just a jam in the rehearsal room between me and Nick and bassist Patrick DaCosta. And honestly, the first 2 minutes on that are basically what we played in the rehearsal room that day. It just came out perfectly like that. So that's something I'm really excited to explore a bit more and have a more collaborative writing process with the rest of the guys. But they've definitely shaped the material, make no mistake. Bringing the other two guitarists, Will and Duncan, to play stuff that I can't do as well. Duncan is a metronomic rhythm player. Like, he is so tight, and that's not necessarily my forte. It will take me like 20 takes to get what he gets in one. And Will is just a master of the kind of post-rocky soundscapey, tremolo picking-y stuff, which is, a big part of what I wanted to create with this band. So it's been a joy having them on there, and Nick and Pat as a rhythm section are just unreal. Like, the way they interlock is fascinating. You can see it on waveforms. Like, Pat is always slightly behind Nick on the bass and snare every time. This incredibly precise amount, but it just adds this weight and heaviness to everything that the band didn't have before when it was just me. So yeah, it's been amazing working with them, and I'm excited to write more collaboratively in future.
Being a metronomic rhythm guitar player is a rare skill. He'd make an excellent session musician if he wasn't already, because that's the sort of person they need.
Exactly. It's the art of rhythm guitar is incredibly underrated in today's social media climate, especially. And what's funny is that you say session player, but I actually replaced Duncan in a covers band, and that's how we first met. He was going to do sound mixing, like a year abroad, and I swooped in and stole his gig. But we stayed in touch.
Naughty, but yeah, it's all worked out in the end.
It turned out we both loved heavy progressive music, so it actually worked out fine while we were playing Bruno Mars in these covers band gigs.
Fantastic. So what next for Maebe? You've got. Are you playing Arctangent this year?
Sadly not. We did it a couple of years ago, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed we might do it next year. There might have been enough of a gap that they'll bring us back. So right now, looking to book some stuff up for next year. We are in talks, if I can say it, to release a vinyl version of Brain Paint, which is really, really big for us.
That'd be great.
That would honestly be incredible. So this close to sorting that. So hopefully that'll be announced soon, and then we'll do some gigs around that at the end of the year with any luck. So. And then it's honestly, I've got
next
songs.
Album.
Yeah, honestly, got songs going on. I've recently became a dad, which has taken up a lot of my time. Some of Brain Pain, like I was writing while my daughter was in a crib next to me. She's heard some heavy riffs, some really dreamy stuff. She probably influenced the album in some way, I think. So yeah, balancing being a dad and writing this music is my current challenge. But I'm finding pockets of time, and I've got a couple of songs forming already. So really, really excited to book more rehearsals, jam some stuff out, make this a really collaborative effort. Super.
Right, last couple of questions. Fun questions I ask everyone. Do you sing in the shower, even though you're an instrumentalist?
I don't even sing guitar lines. No, I do. I absolutely sing in the shower. It's often me trying to do my best Chris Cornell impression, and nobody wants to hear that.
Final one, cats or dogs?
Cats, like every day.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. My cat Lily is 16 years old now. She's an elder stateswoman, and I love her to pieces, and she has tolerated so much guitar playing over the years. She's because the patience of a saint, and I love her to pieces.
Fantastic. Right, well, thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. Take
Cheers.
it easy. Cheers.
Bye-bye.